and we appreciate your time here. So invite your friends. We're starting once we can hit 20 people. I hope I'm audible enough too.
Yeah, sure, I can hear you clearly. So we can.
Of this um, AMA. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for coming. To join us for this very important Ask Me Anything webinar with Tradepal AI. So I'm going to start by introducing myself, without further ado. So my name is Femi Adigulu. My friends call me JB of Lagos. I'm co-founder of Tradepal AI, and I'm excited to be here with my team. Our CEO, our content strategist, our marketing and sales lead is also here with me. My co-founder is also here right on the call. And we have, amazing people who are also coming here to learn about how to navigate the current Nigerian tax laws, and of course how you can actually put in proper structures in your business, making sure that you have the right records, for law enforcement, for NRS, the taxman, and making sure that your business has everything that has to do with transparency, right? And of course, our CFO is also here, just joined us too. And for dev team. So, Mena, your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. Mena. All right, thank you. Okay, so I think after my introduction, I just wanted to just say a couple of things regarding why we built Tradepal AI and why this meeting is very important. And before I proceed, I want to say thank you, Hope, for setting this up, bringing the opportunity for your traders to get.io to learn about how our platform can be able to help them. So sometime last year, in August, we thought about what the ecosystem is suffering, and we actually wanted to build a platform that is in line with the current struggles of an everyday P2P trader on OTC desk in Nigeria. And of course, we understand that everyone here use WhatsApp, for the daily transactions. Am I correct? WhatsApp or Telegram, but most of you use WhatsApp to lock in your trades, to confirm receipts, to receive, transaction slips from your counterparty, and also use WhatsApp to do your KYC and a whole lot of things. So we saw all these problems, and I know that a lot of P2P traders have different bank accounts. Maybe sometimes First Bank is down, Access Bank is down, GT Bank has server issues. It can be Money Point, it can be OPay. So literally, some of you have about 10 bank accounts that you use for your businesses, or some of you have 20 bank accounts for your businesses, right? And some of these bank accounts are tied to different CACs, and some of them are tied to similar CACs. And that also means that you have different wallets that you use for your business. And so when we actually discovered all these problems of fragmentation, we came up with a solution to bring all of these issues into one particular database. So the primary responsibility of Tradepal AI is to record all your business transactions, whether you are doing inflows or outflows, paying or payouts, deposit or withdrawals. You can actually have an automated platform that can help you, quantify your data, analyze your data, and give you your accurate profit and loss. And then also what you are meant to pay as tax to the government. So this idea that we brought up was timely. It was also impactful because we're not just building a company, a SaaS. We're building a tool that solves a social cultural problem in the industry, and we are very much aware of what you would need as a trader to do your business, to stay compliant and all that. And we have built it, and we're still building. We're still pushing more updates, and by the special grace of God, we will keep building the tool to make sure that it fits your everyday struggle as a day-to-day trader. So without further ado, I would be passing the mic to Mena. Mena, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So please, you can turn on your video too so that they can see you. So Mena is
I'm in the village.
okay. Mena went on a trip, a family trip, but Mena is our
Let's
chief
see what we
financial
can
officer with AI. So Mena will be exposing you on very key important details on the Nigerian tax law. It's going to be exposing a lot of details that most people do not understand, particularly from a user perspective, particularly from a virtual asset service provider, and particularly as a P2P merchant. There are some things you don't understand. And so this presentation is not just for us to show you how Tradepal AI works, but to show you the best way possible you can stay compliant as a virtual asset service provider. Thank you very much. Ben, over to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Femi. That was a nice one. So the inspiration of all of these, basically, let me see if my video set is good. Okay, let me change location and see. Oh, the sun is. Don't mind me, I'm in the village. I came to eat yam and pamoya. But all right.
No, sure, you don't need to turn on the video. Just, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good here. Okay, so welcome everybody. The top and bottom of this, one of the big inspiration of this conversation, the product, is the new tax law that was signed, right? Because they want to come for our money and we have to look for a way to protect it, right? They are ready for us. Every day they are bringing new news, right? So what do we do? How do we protect our money? That's the essence of this conversation, the essence of the product, right? To stay compliant, to ensure that, okay, when they call upon us, okay, what's going on in your account? We see that you are transferring money. We see that you are making transactions. Please, you need to give us 30% of that money, which is company income tax. It's not left for you to say, no, I don't owe you that much. These are my records, which is where Tradepal AI comes in, right? So we just want to give a brief introduction of what the tax is basically all about, what the taxman expects from you, right? So at least even when you need a rise and you have to defend yourself, you know what you're saying. You don't have to be capping carelessly, right? So that's the whole idea of this conversation. So basically, we're going to be starting about the two taxmen, right? They are the federal and the state government. So the federal government generally are in charge of what I would like to say the business entities, companies, businesses, like that. So, hello? Please mute if you're not talking to me to avoid distractions. Thank you. Okay, so
yeah,
basically,
Megan, please, can you increase your, I don't know whether we're using a Bluetooth. Well, I think you're not very loud enough, and I think I'm loudest on my PC.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Increase your volume very loud.
Hello?
Yeah, or are you using a Bluetooth?
No. I'm just talking directly to the system.
I can hear him clearly. Who else again? Leke, can you also confirm?
Yeah, I can hear him. Well, maybe the volume is not so loud.
Are you not sure it's your own that is low? If you are the only one.
Yeah, but you can go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You can go on.
Okay, so as I was saying, basically there are two tax bodies that want to be collecting our money, right? And they are the federal government and the state government. So we're just going to discuss the means or what they will use as the excuse to collect our money and how we can safeguard ourselves, what the actual process is, right? The truth is, like I usually say, most people will be paying taxes not because they really owe those taxes, but because they don't really know what they should be paying. So just a quick rundown so that we can continue the conversation. I've basically separated the different taxes depending on the tax authority, right? So for the federal government, they're in charge of company income tax, value-added tax, and withholding tax, like on a general note. And the state government are in charge of personal income tax, pay as you earn, and withholding tax for individuals. So you can see that we have withholding tax on both ends of the table, right? Withholding tax for federal government is for corporate entities, while for individuals, the state government is in charge of their withholding tax, which simply means that if you deduct withholding tax from an individual, you pay it to the state. If you deduct for a corporate entity, you pay it to the federal government, right? So again, this is just a list of the taxes that we've mentioned, right? The taxes that you probably owe and you would be asked to make remittance for in the year 2026. They include, again, the company income tax, the personal income tax, the pay as you earn, value added tax, and withholding tax. So beside all the noise that you hear, right, it just boils down to these 5. So once you understand each of these taxes and how they work, how it could affect you, you basically have understood, let's say, 90% of whatever it has to do with taxes. So on a quick note, to help us understand what our liabilities are, or what I would like to call our exposure, right? I've broken down the different taxes for the different type of organizations that we have, the common organizations, or should I say tax, what we call the taxpayer, right? So we have the individual taxpayer, we have the business name taxpayer, we have the company taxpayer, and we also have the non-for-profit taxpayer, right? So for the individual, what taxes are they liable for? Looking again at the 5 common taxes we'll be talking about today, the individual basically will be paying the personal income tax and payee. Now, personal income tax are for people like directors, business owners, like obviously our audience here, right? The personal income tax, and also payee. Payee then would be for your staff, right? So you have a company, a corporate entity, and you're empowered to deduct payee from your staff. Now, there's a thumbs down and a good. That's because while the payee is the responsibility of your staff, it is the responsibility of that entity, of the corporate body, to deduct that tax and pay it to the government, right? So it's basically a shared responsibility. Now, the next one is the business name. The business name, obviously, is not separate from the individual. So in terms of the corporate side of things, with the federal government, they just expect value-added tax from you, withholding tax, and the state expects pay as you earn for individuals that you have under your employment. Therefore, limited liability, you'll be paying company income tax, value-added tax, withholding tax again, and pay as you earn for your staff. While for non-for-profit, you are exempted from company income tax, value-added tax. However, if you give out contracts and you employ staff, you're expected to pay those taxes, right? So, okay, I think I would not jump into a decision between business name and limited liability here, right? So another interesting thing I would like us to talk of, because of time, I know I have limited time at 20 minutes, is the taxes and their threshold, right? Like one of the common things, like when I started with this, the government, this is basically a new sector, and for the first time, they actually even included the people in the cryptocurrency space, the virtual asset people, into the tax law, because they are very keen on what you're doing. They want a pie, or should I say a piece of the cake, because before now it has just been an existing industry, right? And with no rules and regulations guiding them. And if the government has decided to sit down and write something about you, you should know that they are interested in you. And they've even gone as far as saying, oh, okay, if you have transactions getting to a certain level, then you have questions to answer. So we're basically trying to look at, okay, what are these taxes and their threshold when it comes to filing all of these taxes? So for personal income tax, if you're doing 1.2 million naira and above, or should I say, if you earn 1.2 million naira and above, you are liable to pay that tax, right? And the percentage is basically from anywhere between 15 to 25%, obviously after removing all of the necessary deductions and allowance, right? For company income tax, it is taxed at 30%, and for people doing over 100 million naira, right? For value-added tax, it is taxed at 7.5%, and for people again, excuse me, and for people again doing over 100 million naira, and withholding tax is taxed between 5 to 10%, depending on the contract or the transaction, right? And again, you have to be doing over 100 million naira and above. Then you have pay as you earn, which is the same thing again as personal income tax, but like I mentioned, is for your staff, right? The same 15 to 25%, and you're liable when you cross 1.2 million naira on an annual basis. Please note that all the threshold here are on the annual basis, right? For the 100 million naira, it refers to sales, while for the 1.2 million naira, for the individual income, obviously it refers to the individual income, right? So how does your bank play in all of this? because I think there's been a very misconception. Conception. Government say they will come and collect money from our bank, right? The tax law has given them right to be deducting our money. But how would they do this? Where is my money safe? Now, the truth is, in general, the government cannot really come to your account to come and collect money. While the tax law has given them right to probably seize your assets, do all of these things, there's basically a due process. And the process is they have to write you, right? So what happens is if they discover all through their investigation, maybe just like they've said, that anybody that does the transaction for individuals over 25 million naira, right? While the tax law has said monthly, they've extended to like quarterly. So the banks have to report to them quarterly, right? You do over 25 million naira quarterly on an individual account, or this is a mistake, or a corporate account at 100 million naira, right? They'll report you for what they like to call a tax investigation. Please mute your mic. Ismail, okay, thank you very much. Okay, so for corporate account, please, this is an error. That's 100 million naira quarterly, right? So there's obviously going to be an investigation, tax investigation. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to the taxman, just because you crossed 100 million naira or 25 million naira, they will just come and deduct your money. No, that's not what happens. They will write you, right? They can send you WhatsApp message. I remember a client was like, why FRS is sending me WhatsApp message? Are they supposed to send me WhatsApp message? They do. Any means of communication. This is 2026. They can send you WhatsApp message. They can call you on phone. They can send you emails. They can even send you physical letters if they have the means and the capacity to do. The important thing is they communicate to you.
Yeah.
Please mute your mic. Gift. Okay, thank you very much. So that basically is the idea, right? So they write to you, it is upon when you ignore them, right? So when you ignore them, the next thing they probably do is raise an assumed what we call tax position. They like to call it best of judgment, right? Based off of whatever information they've gotten, you fail to give them information to work with. So they assume, right, and give you a bill. And when you proceed to again ignore them and don't pay it, they cannot take actions. It could include freezing your account. Maybe if they go by the law and try to deduct your account, or worst case scenario, even come to your physical location and lock up your shop, right? Which is one of the first and common ones they like to do. Okay, so those are the steps they can do to basically retrieve their money, because at that point you are basically a debtor of the federal government, right? So they really don't start at deducting your bank. They reach out to you, try to negotiate, or basically tell you, okay, you're owing us tax. What's going on in your business? Come and report yourself, because Nigeria basically operates what we like to call the self-assessment, right? Where you report yourself in terms of taxes. Now, we've been saying the new tax law. What are some of those things that were there before, right? What are some of the key changes that were there between the old? What are some of the key changes between the old tax law and the new tax law? I just focus on, would I even say the good ones now? Okay, let's just say the key changes between the old and the new tax law. Number one is, this is a good one, the input VAT. So while for most OTC people, right, except you basically have what's it called, a service fee for your transactions. Money exchange is not really vatable, like currency exchange. So maybe you only make money from the difference between the fluctuations of your currency and all of that, right? But if, for example, you have a platform and you charge a service fee, then of course you'll be paying VAT, right? But for the ordinary transactions, P2P transactions, or how you like to call it, right? Those ones do not attract VAT, right? So, but what is input VAT? Input VAT basically is VAT that you pay to maybe another fellow business owner. So let's say you get a contractor to do a job for you and they charge you VAT, or you hire a professional, you hire an auditor and they charge you VAT, right? The new tax law is saying whatever VAT you spend, even in expenses, right, you can deduct against the VAT that you owe. Okay, so unlike before, you can only deduct VAT on purchases, right? That's basically direct purchases, good cost of goods sold, which is mostly important for people in the should I say in the retail sector or wholesale of actual goods. But now they are saying any VAT that you spend money on expenses, you can claim as input VAT against any VAT that you're paying to the government. The another one is capital gains, right? I know most of you probably might be into real estate or you're selling off assets, even if it's crypto asset, maybe you buy, you hold for a period and you sell after a period, right? You really don't trade on a day-to-day basis. So you fall under the capital gains category, right? So how does it work? Before now, capital gains was a flat 10%. But with the new tax law, they're saying no. What we should do is add it to your income tax computation, right? So it depends on if you're calculating for personal income tax or you're calculating for company income tax. And it should be worthy to know that our solution, Tradepal AI, can help you solve all of this problem. So if you register as an individual, it will help you calculate your capital gains tax on the individual basis. If you register as a company, it will help you calculate that on a company basis, right? So all of this English I'm speaking here, don't worry, Tradepal AI got you covered. I just needed to point that out, right? I know it's looking like, who go do all of this calculation? You really don't have to bother, right? Once you put in the numbers, we've got you covered. We'll do all of those calculations and you know what your liabilities would become, right? So that is one thing. Capital gains is now computed alongside your income taxes. The next one is the personal income threshold, which was moved from 300,000 to 800,000. Capital allowance. Capital allowance are allowance that you deduct against your assets on a yearly basis. So before now, you claim maybe 50% for the first year. You take the other years, you deduct it and all of that. They are not saying no need for all of those complicated calculation. Just do it on a straight line basis. So if you're deducting it for 4 years, let's say is 20 million naira, right? You spread 5 million naira across those 4 years. So basically, that is how it is calculated. So, okay, the next one is the elimination of the medium-sized companies. So before now, the Nigerian tax system was broken into small, medium, and large companies, right? So what this is basically saying is there is really no need for medium-sized businesses. Any business that is doing under 100 million naira should be considered as a small business, and they should not be liable to tax, except professional services. I don't think we really have a lot of professional, maybe other people might have other professional jobs, but yeah, that's really not the target audience here. Then development levy, which is basically a 4%. So we had things like a police trust fund, ETF, and some other calculations when you're computing your company income tax. But with the new tax law, they're saying, oh, okay, let's pay a wholesome fee of 4%, right? And do away with all of those other unnecessary taxes or levies, right? So they've consolidated everything to a 4% charge development levy. Okay, then again, they abolished what we like to call the minimum tax. So what does minimum tax mean? I hear a lot of people say, but the tax law says, before now, if you are not making profit or if you're in new business, you're not expected to pay tax. So I think this is with regards to the minimum tax. So as long as you're making profits as a company in Nigeria, you're expected to pay tax. But before now, if you're not making profit, right, year one, you do not make profit, you will not pay tax. Year two, you don't make profit, you will not pay tax. Year three, you don't make profit, you will not pay tax. But after 4 years, if you still are not making profit, the law mandates you to pay what they call a minimum tax on your turnover, right? Of course, as long as you know a small business, that's before now, which is 25 million naira, the law expects you to pay minimum tax, right? But with the new tax law, they're saying, let's do away with minimum tax, right? If you're not making profit, you're not making profit. There's no way you see money to pay us. So they've abolished minimum tax. But what they've done, right, which is what brings us to the next one, is they've now imputed an effective tax rate for people doing over 20 billion naira, right? So they're saying, okay, come and give us 15% of your turnover, right? And that's a very big risk or an exposure, I would like to say, for people in this space, which is OTC people, without good records, right? If you've done a tax audit before, for those people who probably have been invited here, the first thing the taxman does is assume that every inflow in your account is revenue. It is up to you to prove what is revenue and what is not, right? And that is exactly why we've created Tradepal AI. If you are doing above 20 billion naira in a year, which most of you are, meaning inflows entering into your corporate accounts, personal, corporate, whatever it is that you're using, right? Then just know that the government wants 15%. Now it's up to you to now say, no, that money is not revenue, right? But you cannot tell them with word of mouth. It is up to you, right, to provide records, to provide proof, you show workings, right? And again, like I said, you don't have to be bothered about showing workings. Tradepal AI will help you do all of that. So basically, without further ado, this is just the basic personal income tax table where on how it's calculated. I think this is one of the most common tables out there. You probably have seen it. So I'm not going to dwell on it a lot, so that maybe we can take questions before my time is up. The first 800,000, 0%, next 2.2 million naira, 15%. The next, this is basically on income. So let's say you're declaring an income, right? And you say you're making 20 million naira. This is basically how they're saying they will calculate it. They are saying for the first 800,000 naira, you'll remove it, right? And charge 0% to it. Then the next 2.2 million naira, you remove it and charge 15% to it. If there's still money, which of course there is, you remove 9 million naira and charge 18% to it. Again, if there's still money, you remove 13 million naira and charge 21% to it. So forth and so forth till the money elapses. And once, if of course you are an Udogu and your personal income is large, or above 50 million naira, if there's still money, they'll charge 25% to it. So that's why we've said, okay, it ranges between 15 to 25% because it is actually not a flat rate. Okay. So what are some of the exemptions and loopholes when it comes to personal income tax? Personal income tax, number one threshold, which I've said is unlike before, right? It was just 300,000 and you'll be paying personal income tax. But now they've basically moved it up to 1.2 million naira. You will not be paying any tax. Gifts, so any money that they dash you, basically, if you can prove that any money entering into your personal account is gift, it means you're not paying any tax. I guess that's why everybody's writing gift up and down in the internet and the likes, right? You're sending me money, please put gifts, right? So that's by the way. Then a very big loophole, I would like to call it, is the self-assessment, right? Generally in our field, nobody really does an audit for a personal account. The taxman expects you to declare your income, right? As funny as it may sound, that is how personal income tax works. They expect you to be truthful, declare your income, then they'll profile you, right? They can agree or disagree, right? But yeah, that is basically how it is done. Then for company income tax, what does company income tax entail, right? 30% of accessible profit. Accessible profit simply means revenue less all your operational expenses, right? Whatever is left is the accessible profit, and the taxman takes 30% of it. No minimum tax, like we've mentioned. Development fee of 4%, 15% tax rate for businesses over 20 billion and above in turnover. Okay. So how do you calculate company income tax? First things first, you have your revenue line, right? Then you have then you add your capital gains. So if you have capital gains within a year, you add it. Then you remove all your allowable expenses. We're going to discuss allowable expenses shortly. Then you remove previous losses. So if you've been doing business for more than a year, right? They're saying if in those time you've not made any profits, if there are losses, you can carry over those losses and subtract it just like you subtract expenses, okay? Then you remove all capital allowance, of course. Then you arrive at your taxable profits, which of course, you apply your 30% and you get your tax payable, okay? So what are some of those allowable expenses for a company? They include your cost of sales, so the amount you use in buying items you're selling. Operational expenses, this could include repairs, logistics, and the likes. Selling expenses, this could include marketing, adverts, content creation, whatever it takes for you to sell your products. Professional services, this can include your lawyers, your auditors, and any professional that you would employ, right? Your finance costs, these basically are bank charges and interest on loans, right? Then what are the salary expenses? They are capital repaid or withdrawn. So capital repaid or withdrawn basically means, okay, as a director, you put money into the business to probably pay off business expenses. When you're taking back that money, right, you don't deduct it for taxes. It's just an inflow and outflow, right? So that is it. Your personal expenses, you are not expected to be paying your children's school fees from your company account. It is not allowed. Taxes paid. So let's say during the period you've paid VAT, you cannot deduct VAT against income tax, right? So those are not allowed. Unapproved contribution, a very good example would be Ajo. You cannot be using your company account to be doing Ajo and recording it as an expenses. Savings is not an expense, right? So it will not work for tax purposes. Then gift and charity. You cannot say, because you want to reduce tax, you're not going to open a charity organization or a non-for-profit organization and be sending money there. Will work? It not go work. So what are some of the exemptions and loopholes for company income tax? We have a 100 million naira threshold, self-assessment as usual, like I've mentioned. Nigeria operates in a self-assessment system, which means you tell the taxman what you owe, right? Agricultural companies have a 5-year rule now, so they're not paying any income tax for the first 5 years of operation. Non-for-profits, sport companies, export companies, dividends are all exempted for company income tax. The next one I want to talk about is value-added tax. Value-added tax is basically 7.5% on vatable goods and services, right? 7.5% of sales. Goods and services. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I think some people are kind of very new to this, but I think we can just slow down here a bit so that we can go to the product itself, so that people can get to try out the product. I think like somebody just commented that he's new to this accounting thing. So I think we can actually share some part of the slide.
Okay, then you can read through and yeah, no problem.
You get me? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do the
So we can do a product demo because of time.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very
much. Yeah. But you can round up to the bottom, like where there's like a crypto part.
So basically, what I would
where there's a crypto part.
Crypto. Okay. So the one of the major things in terms of crypto when it comes to compliance is I would basically want to mention the penalties, right? Non-compliance. If you see here, I don't know if I will highlight it, you see it. Non-compliance by virtual asset service providers, right, is 10 million naira for the first month of default and 1 million naira for each subsequent month, right? The operating license may also be suspended or revoked. Okay, that's if you have an operating license. But basically, like I said, the taxman is interested in your transactions, right? You're doing a lot of money and they want a piece of the cake, right? So one of the reasons why we're here is if you look at my tax planning and strategy, is number one thing, you can't avoid tax without good record keeping, right? And that's why we've come up with Tradepal AI to enable you keep better records, right? You need to show workings. It's not it's not word of mouth, right? So that's why we've worked with people in your industry. We've come up with a solution that will help you and make life easy for you so that compliance will not be a hassle. Okay, so that's all from my end. Please take over, Femi.
Thank you very much, man. That was very insightful. I love the presentation, and we're not here to scare you, but we're just here to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth that will help you stay prepared. If you have any questions, please use the chat button so we can get to read your questions and answer. Hope, do you have anything to say? Please, a round of applause for Mena. That was very, very wonderful. I think it's a brilliant presentation. If you have any questions, please drop. Hope, do you want to share some hope for us?
Yeah, no, not really. So my merchants here who are currently on this call, this is your chance to ask all the questions because it's actually an opportunity that I don't know if I'm going to have any time to organize this session again for you guys. So if you have any question, please leave your question on because this affects you directly. So you guys have been asking many questions about the tax. So this is a chance to ask your question. Please drop your questions and you'll be attended to.
Thank you very much, Hope. So in a nutshell too, I'll be inviting my CEO to give some presentation, but I'll be going ahead to share. Who is sharing the screen now? I think it's Meta. Okay, cool. So let me just please share the product. Before our CEO comes in to give some more insights on this, I'll be going ahead to share the the product demo so that you guys can go on the product right now and do some magic. So just give me a moment, let me share my screen. Thank you. All right, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? All right. Thank you very much, Hope. So this is Tradepal AI. This is our dashboard. And I just want to share how Tradepal AI works in simple terms, right? What Tradepal AI does is help you record the transaction. So in a simple term, that's what we do. And I think that's what a lot of you guys struggle with, balancing and reconciling all your bank accounts together with your crypto wallets and the likes. So simple one here, as you can see, you can set your starting capital here. Also, but this is literally the dashboard. The WhatsApp AI agents is built on WhatsApp. So I'm gonna drop. I think Debbie, you can drop the number for them on the chat so they can actually go ahead and sign up. So I just wanted to show you that whatever you are doing on your WhatsApp will be appearing here. Someone want to say something?
Your screen. I can't see your screen.
Oh, can anybody see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
Maybe you can log out, log in again. All right. So as I was saying, right, this is the dashboard that shows whatever you're doing on WhatsApp. So let me say it again. We built an AI agent on WhatsApp to help you send voice recording. You can send recording in Igbo language, in Yoruba language, in English language. I don't know about Hausa, but I will confirm. Hausa works. Okay, cool. All the 4 major languages in Nigeria: Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, and English language. So if you are sending screenshots to the WhatsApp AI, you are sending voice recording to the WhatsApp AI, you are sending text messages, everything, right, that you need it to do, it is going to answer you because it is taking all your records from your transaction slip, taking all the records from maybe like you send $100 to somebody, the transaction slip that you sent to the WhatsApp AI is going to extract all the information and send it to the dashboard that you're seeing here. So let me just give you a brief scenario of what this thing does. So for example, you can set a starting capital at 1 billion, right? Now, you come here, you click, you save. I want to minimize this. Sorry, hold on. So you can save this here. Just click save. Simple. That's your starting capital. Now, whatever you do on your dashboard is going to come out at the end of the day. Let's say you set the starting capital at 1 billion, and then you do your trades. It's going to show you turnover in, turnover out, your net turnover, your P&L. That's literally it. Simple as ABC. Now, you come here, you can add transaction, you go to trade. Now, as I'm saying, this is a manual process, but we have our WhatsApp AI that can help you automate it. Our CEO is going to drop the number. You can chat the number on WhatsApp. It's your friend, it's your paddy. That's how we call it Tradepal. It's your pal. So even if you want to export your tax information, your tax summary, you want to export your P&L, you want to export invoices to your counterparties, everything can be done on WhatsApp. So you can see here, right? There's buy and there's sell. If you are buying, for example, you can determine if it's an OTC, if it's a P2P, or a brew the change. So if you have people that don't brew the change, ladies and gentlemen, the thing is very simple. Tell them to come on Tradepal AI because you don't need to do too much. What I'm doing here is manual, but the WhatsApp AI automates everything for you, right? Now, you can see the currency pair here is NGN. We have dollar, we have dirhams, we have British pound, we have euro, we have China, Ghana cedi. We're going to add more Kenyan shillings. We're going to add more currencies by the special grace of God. Now, you can put the name of the person you're buying from. Let's say I'm buying from Hope. Are you guys following? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, carry
Okay,
on.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I just want to be sure you guys are following. So you can see the payment method. The person you want to buy from, let's say you are buying $1 million from Hope. Is it bank transfer? Is it wire transfer? Is it Zelle? Is it Cash App? Is it what payment method is the process of you buying from Hope? You put the rates that you bought from Hope. If you want to do this manually, you can go right now at tradeparai.xyz and you can do this right now as I'm talking to you. Just try it. Now, market rates. What is the rate in the market? What is your rate? Because I know as a trader, it is only a trader that does not have the intention of making profit that will sell or buy at the same market rate. So if the market rate is 1.4, for example, I put 1.4 there, right? If you are selling at what? Maybe 1.405. If you are very greedy, you can sell at 1.5, which is almost impossible. Amen, somebody. But it is most likely that you can sell at 1.405, right? So what that means is that the rate of the market and you actually selling, right? You are selling above. But now you are buying. Remember, as you can see here, is on a buy basics. So you are buying at maybe 1390, right? So that you can sell above market rate. So once you put all the details here, Tradepal will get it for you. Look at the assets. What is the asset you're buying? Are you buying USDT? Are you buying USDC? Are you buying Bitcoin? Are you buying Ethereum? Are you buying Solana? Right? And you can put the network too, right? Because all these things will come like a bank statement. When you want to export your records, all these things I'm doing here, it's going to come like a bank statement. So that when you are giving your information to an auditor or to your accountant, they don't have stress. Because on Tradepal AI, if you look at my screen now, you'll see there's a part where there's a talent pool. I'll show you that. Don't worry. We're here to help you guys. This is Tron. This is ERC20. This is Binance Smart Chain. Are you guys seeing it? So you can choose a network of the assets you're buying, which makes a lot of sense. And then you can put the quantity. How much are you buying? You're buying $1 million, right? You put the $1 million here. You can put the wallet address, right? The wallet address of which you are using to receive that asset. If you are buying $1 million worth of USDT, right, you have to put your USDT wallet here. And you already put your network here, Abi? And then you put your payment method or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, the bank you're using to pay, the account you're using to pay, you know, and everything is quite simple here. But this, as I said, this is a manual process, right? The WhatsApp AI does not need you to do all this. But if you are someone that wants to do it manually by yourself to ensure that you have proper details of your business, you can come to the WhatsApp to the Tradepal website and do all the stuff you need on our web app. Now, let's go to our transaction, for example. You have your deposit, you have a withdrawal. Now, you can see now, right, for every business, it's either you are paying out or you are receiving money. And our prayer is that as our business owners, we want money in more than money out so that you can see profits. Now, on Tradepal AI, we have helped you to understand something. So money is personal funds. If, let's say, you want to fund your accounts or you want to fund your wallet, you can choose personal funds. Now you can see, what is the money for? Is it for me? Is it for company? Is it for your friend? Is it for clients? Is it for family? You choose who the money is for. Now, secondly, You can see funds held for someone. It's the same thing here too. Money in, money out, because we want to really we want you to be able to use this website, use our web app to do your business and put in the details the way you want it to be. So if you don't want to use WhatsApp, you can use web app. All of them are linked together, and I will show you how to link it. So now you have funds held for someone. Maybe your uncle gave you money, $1 million to keep for him. You can actually show that this is what it is. You can come back here. You can look at it if it's a loan from Tradepal AI. Of course, we're not giving out loans for now, but let's say we give you loans, right? You can put loan receipt. You can see temporary safekeeping. You can see gifts or support. You can see refunds, right? So you can actually put all the details of your business in Tradepal AI so that it can help you segment and properly align how your data should look. You can see money out here. Returns of funds to owner. Let's say you borrowed money, you are paying back your loan repayment. It's a personal withdrawal from your account. You are transferring between GT Bank to your first bank account or your OPay. You are refunding money that was sent or temporary release of held funds. And once you click this, for example, let me just say that, why is this money moving? You can say, okay, you are doing the loan repayment, for example. Who is the money for? For company. You click company, you can see, guys. Can you see? Simple as ABC. Now, you can also choose, is it crypto or fiat? If it's crypto, you put your USDT value, put the quantity, put the amount, put the account number here, put the fees, the transaction fees, because every single kobo on Tradepal AI can be captured. You can even put the transaction slip here, and then you save it. And you can decide if it's fiat, if it's Naira, or if it's dollar, or it's dumb dollar. You can see Naira, USD, dirhams, British pounds. You can see here, everything is there. Everything is there. Super easy. Put the amounts, put the accounts, right? You can see the same thing. So when you are putting money, or you are removing money from the platform, from your business, as long as you want Tradepal to capture that data so that it can be easy for you when you want to file taxes. Because in this business, I know some of you make losses. Sometimes you make losses, you don't have a proof. Let me give you guys a scenario now. Now, look, watch this. Now, you are buying Bitcoin of $1 million. No, sorry, you're buying USDT, $1 million, right? At market rate of 1.5, right? For instance. Now, when you bought that USDT of $1 million, for example, right? Let me show you guys what I mean, because I want you guys to understand how this is. Let me go back to trade. As you can see here, right, you are buying. Now, you bought first, you put all your details here. You know, let's say you do bank transfer for the payment and all that stuff, USDT, right? Quantity $1 million, right? Now, Tradepal has taken it that you bought at this market rate, at your rate, and Tradepal will show the market rate of which you bought for USDT of $1 million. Are you guys following me? Now, you bought, it has shown the rate that you bought, it has shown the market rate. Let's now assume that after buying at 1,500 naira per dollar, now maybe you now sent 1.5 billion to Hope as you're buying USDT. And then, unfortunately, Naira crashed. Now, you don't want to go and buy back. You understand? You want to sell and buy back. And when you went to go and sell the USDT, the market has crashed. And so you are only able to make $995,000, right? Look at it. There's a sell option here. You can see this is sell. As you can see now, right? You can put details of the market rates, put how much you sold to your counterparty, and there's evidence that you made loss. But before now, you cannot prove to me, if I am a taxman and I'm seeing 1.5 billion into your account and you're telling me that you made loss, how will you prove it to me? It is very hard for you to prove, because you keep explaining, you explain, and there's no evidence. But with Tradepal, it shows your market rate, it shows the rates of which you bought or which you sold. So, and you know that whenever you make losses as a virtual asset service provider, you are not paying taxes on it. So Tradepal will help you save you all the necessary stress, all the necessary trouble. And this is what I'm talking about. You can see asset value, fiat amount, total fees, whatever. It's going to bring your P&L for you straight up. No stories. Now, as I said before, right, you can use your WhatsApp for all these things. Your WhatsApp will bring in the entire value to your dashboard. And what it is pretty simple. For example, now, you can see this is my account, Femi Adegolu, right? You can copy and paste this in your WhatsApp and it will be linked. Whatever you do on your WhatsApp, you can come on a dashboard, you'll be seeing it real time here. Okay? Now, what is next? Let's say you got EFCC invitation. I know some of you might have gotten EFCC or you got ICPC or you did a transaction some years back and then they're trying to target you and they want to ask you some questions regarding how you're doing your business. I think you're a criminal or you're doing fraud. It's simple. If you are based in Abuja or you're based in Port Harcourt, why are you going to EFCC office? Come on. You should package your business and put yourself as a corporate person. Just ask them for their email to build trust. Put their email address here, right? You type the email address and you generate link. They will get the email in the EFCC office and they can go through your, and you can give them permission to view your business in 1 hour, in 6 hours, in 12 hours, in 24 hours. If your friends are not here, please tell them that they are missing out because this is very important for them. Because a lot of them are having invitations because they're doing large inflow and large outflow, but they cannot defend themselves. And we don't want you to continue suffering. We don't want you to continue going through this same pain every single month, every single year. So once you set the amount of time, if you want EFCC to go through your business within 6 hours, you set it. And the number of times this link can be used. If you want them to use the link only once, which I will advise, you can just generate the link. Once you generate the link, it will show. Let me try it now with my own email. It's as simple as ABC, right? Let me generate the link now. You can see, this is my email. I'll just send it, generate link. Please select at least one permission. Okay. View transactions, view tax reports, and then generate link. Immediately I put this, right? My email has gotten that notification already. That EFCC, you have gotten my stuff. Come and view my business. All the money for flights that you're made to book to Lagos, zero. Hotel cost, zero. And if you are trying to do anything shady, it's not necessary because Tradepal AI has already cut off that barrier. You save your money, you save yourself stress, and now you're happier. Are you guys following? Are you still following?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Now, we also have the tax calculator, and this is only for Nigerians at the moment. You can put your personal income tax, put in your details here, your monthly utilities, your rent, if you have an office doing your OTC or P2P, calculate everything here and just calculate it to give you the right calculation. Sometimes some of you are paying more than what you owe, and it is not right. We are looking for you, we're looking out for you. We want to ensure that you are doing your business with ease and you don't have any problems. Now, coming to this place, right? You can add your bank account, you can add your wallet. But let me just use the bank account right now. You can put your account name, put the account type, put your holder name, your bank, your account number, and you add accounts. Now, whatever you are paying in and paying out of that account, right, will be recorded on Tradepal AI. Let's say my account name is this, and then bank transfer, the account holder name, maybe it's a company name, ABC Company, and the bank ABC registered under Access Bank, and I put this is my bank account number for ABC, right? And then I put this, sorry, my account holder name is supposed to be my name, sorry. And then the account name is the business name or the company name. So ABC. And I put that easily, I've created it. So anything that happens to, when it comes to my bank account, whether I'm making payment or making payment out, it's going to be recorded automatically here on Tradepal AI. So that is one of it as well, right? You can also add clients on Tradepal AI, put the name of the client, put the phone number, the company name of if your company, your counterparty's company name is ABC, put it here, add a client, you can do it manually. But at the same time, you can also do all these things on WhatsApp. Now, let's go to the invoices, right? As you can see here, you can create invoices and you can also, there's something called customizing invoices. Now, when you are doing a crypto to fiat transfer, right, you can create an invoice for your clients. Either you are buying or you are selling, right? Exchange standard, OTC detailed, or whatever. You can create it. Once you click this, it's going to, like you can see, this is what Tradepal AI is helping you guys to do. And this is very slick. Put the logo of your business, put your company name, put your registration number, put your tax ID, and put the person you are billing. Put everything there and just click save, and you can send it. Once you send it, once you click send here, it's going to send. Are you guys following me? Are you guys listening? So you can see send now. Everything is quite simple. So simple as ABC. If you are doing fiat to fiat, rule the change, dollar to dollar, euro to euro, crypto to crypto, custom settlements, you can create invoices and you can send. We're also working on giving you guys very good professionals of Tradepal AI that will help you to understand how your business can be filed to the tax authorities. Simple as ABC. We are working on KYC. We know that some of you are doing KYC, but you're doing it the wrong way. We know. And because of the new data privacy laws, it is a crime for you to get somebody's data, and probably the data get leaked is a big issue. So we're going to be building, we're already building it, it's going to be ready in a few weeks from now, where you can actually send a link to your clients. The client can click the link and come on Tradepal AI, do bank level verification, and they are already in the database. Whenever you are trading with somebody like that, or if any other person, any of our users is trading with that person, their details are already on the system. It is easy, and you are sure that you are doing business with somebody that is trusted. So, as you can see, the invoice section, transaction section is all clean, all like it is super fantastic. As you can see here, add new transaction, trade, deposits. You can set your static capital as I showed you guys earlier, right? And all these things are done manually. You can do the imports. CSV file will be working very soon, where you can import your CSV files from Binance, Bybit, Gate.io, any exchange you're using at all. You can import as many as you want. And then the tax center is also there for you. And then the account section is also here for you to add your bank account, add your wallet. Add the wallet section is also here. We're going to push audit on this. So if you want to use it, just maybe try it again tomorrow morning to be ready by then. Just select your blockchain. Select your blockchain network that you're using, maybe the wallet you want to add. If it's Ethereum wallet, or maybe if it's a Tron wallet. Most of you use Tron. I know you use Tron. So Tron is the first option here. Put your Tron wallet here and then import your address. So let's say you want to import an address that is, you can see, address not found. I just copied the link anyhow. Address is not found. It shows that this wallet address is not found. So Tradepal AI is very intentional. It's for your business to be very solid. And I believe that with these few words of mine, I've been able to convince you that Tradepal AI is the right tool for you to use. And notwithstanding, we're here to build the future of compliance reporting with you. So you as a user of Tradepal AI, you are helping yourself, but we also want to encourage you to help other traders out there who might get into trouble because their business lacks this particular kind of structure. So thank you all for listening, and I'll be entertaining questions right now. Thank you very much. Yes. And while you're writing your questions, thank you very much, Debbie. I'll be calling our CEO to just throw some light in and add some more further details. Kennedy, iPhone, Joe, Bumpy, if you guys have any questions, please let us know on the chat and we'll be responding. Crypto Legend, I would like you to see how legendary Tradepal AI can be for you. Okay? So if you have any questions, please go ahead, you can chat. And then if you want to use the platform, the link is on the chat. We'll drop it right now. You can go on the platform, sign up, and invite your friends there. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can mute now.
Okay. Oh, let me see. Go ahead.
All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us on today's session and for staying true till the end. We're almost wrapping up, and our co-founder Femi already did a very detailed demo of the Tradepal AI platform. And so what I would just like to touch on is that Tradepal AI is built solely to speak to your pain points. What we've done is look at the typical day-to-day operation of a crypto trader, a P2P merchant, OTC trader, to say that how do you conduct your business and what do you need to make sure that you conduct your operations seamlessly. And so what Tradepal AI does for you is that it integrates compliance into your everyday activities. And the main context here is record keeping. With Tradepal AI, you're able to build the culture of proper record keeping, because what that does for you is not just, making you look good to the regulators. If the law enforcement comes knocking at your door to say, oh, we saw this inflow into your account, where did it come from? For a P2P trader that's not organized, it might cause a lot of issues with law enforcement. But aside that, we didn't build Tradepal AI just to give you the opportunity or give you the leverage to report to law enforcement. As a business owner as well, reporting is very essential, right? It's important that you have a good visibility of your books. It's important that you have clear visibility of your position as a business owner. So with Tradepal AI, at the end of the day, so you've already recorded your transactions. Oh, I sold XYZ amount of USDT at this rate. I bought at this rate. So as you impute all your records, all you need to do is impute, and Tradepal AI does the rest for you. So you don't have to worry about spending 3 hours, 4 hours, long time trying to reconcile, trying to make sure that your books balance and all of that. Tradepal AI does everything for you. And as our co-founder clearly said, we want to meet our end users where they are. And so the most interesting thing is that you can actually do all of these things on your WhatsApp. So we've dropped the details on Telegram and on the chat here on Zoom, just to give you a brief on how to access and start interacting with Tradepal AI on WhatsApp. So imagine you're on the road and you remember a transaction you want to log. You can just send a voice note to your Tradepal AI WhatsApp assistant to say that I just did this transaction, record it, or I just bought this, record it. So what that does is it consolidates all of your transactions for you on your dashboard. And at the end of the day, you can go to the same WhatsApp bot to say that, what have I made today? What is my profit or loss? What profit or loss have I made today? And because you've already imputed in seconds. And so this, we believe that Tradepal AI solves a lot of pain points for digital asset operators like you, who churn out loads and loads of transactions every day. And so not to take so much of our time, we would love to encourage everyone to interact with the Tradepal AI assistant on WhatsApp. Also sign up on our web URL. I dropped that in the comments as well. So we are currently offering a 30-day free trial for everyone to interact with the platform, and just explore all the features as much as you can within 30 days. And then we believe that, over time, you're able to build that culture of record keeping. And we would also love to encourage you to follow us on social media, so that you can stay up to date on our offerings, because Tradepal AI does not end here. So for all the sessions, all engagements that we're having with our target audience, we try to also hear from you. So from the kind of questions that you ask, from the kind of feedback, all the possible insights that we can get to improve on our platform. So whatever you've heard today, you might come next month and you're seeing new features on the platform. And so we encourage you to sign up and get started on your compliance journey. Tell your friends as well to explore Tradepal AI. So thank you very much. We'll be taking questions now.
All right, I believe and I hope that you guys.
So we have a question. I have signed up, but I will need a video of how to navigate it. I need to watch the videos. Yes, definitely. So we are going to be putting out a lot of educational content. That is currently being worked on as well. So a lot of educational content in terms of videos, tutorials, as well as articles on how you can use the platform and navigate your way around it. So please do follow us on social media so that you can stay up to date on these as well. Sorry? Okay, so we've also dropped our social media URLs in the comment section. So please do give us a follow to stay up to date on our developments. Thank you. Is Mena here? What is the cost? Okay, so for the second question, I would let our CFO take this. But while he comes up, there's a question that says, what is the cost of using Tradepal AI? Thank you very much for that question. So Tradepal AI our business model is subscription-based. So it's subscription-based, and we have plans across different levels, starting from the basic plan. So on the basic plan, it's about $5 for the basic plan, up to $150 for large-scale enterprise, right? So on our website, www.tradepalai.xyz, I also dropped that in the comments. You can have a full view of all of our offerings and plans that you can access. But the beautiful thing about Tradepal AI is whether you're a beginner, whether you're small, medium scale, or large scale digital asset operator, we have something for you. So you can start using Tradepal as low as $5. So that's it on our subscription model. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
As a P2P merchant, how can this help me track my daily P2P transaction to know my profit and loss? I also want to know how P2P merchants will be taxed in this new tax law. So on the tax laws, MENA will take that. But in terms of how you can track your daily P2P transactions, so there are various ways you can do that. I've talked about the WhatsApp capture, where you can send in your trades on WhatsApp, and then it captures everything and reconciled automatically back end. You can also do that through our web app. But a very interesting feature that we are shipping right now is to be able to, so we are connecting our APIs directly to exchanges, so that you can easily connect your wallets and connect your exchanges as well. And that helps you. So what that does for you is it reduces the issue of manual entry of your records. So with our APIs, we're able to connect directly to these exchanges and wallets, and then you can track your portfolio seamlessly. But MENA will come up to take all of the questions on tax. I'm sorry, an additional point as well on how to track your transactions. I believe that we're able to, so on exchanges now, you can download your CSV file or say a PDF of, just detailing all your transactions, or a spreadsheet detailing all your transactions. So with Tradepal AI, you can upload that CSV file and it does all the sorting and reconciliation back end. I hope that answers your question, Kennedy. Thank you. Yeah, and you can also book a demo with us on our website if you need more guidance and clarity. So in case you want to set up your Tradepal account and you need some help with that, please, on our website, you see the book a demo. Yeah, you can book a demo with us, and our team will be happy to walk you through the process. So Mena, over to you on the tax questions. Thank you.
Okay, so Bena, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to.
All right. So before Mena answers the question, you can see my screen, everyone. It's pretty much simple. You can see that on my WhatsApp here, it's showing my chat with the AI agent, right? And then it's also like giving a lot of detail regarding how it works. So the sign up is pretty simple. You can see, you can just say anything, and the AI agent is responding to you. You can see the sign up process. Pretty simple. You understand? So use the WhatsApp AI, give us feedback. If you have any issues, please let us know. We know that we are building and we continue to build to ensure that the product solves all your problems. And even the future ones that you have, we'll solve it futuristically. So thank you all. Mena, please go ahead.
Okay, so I think the first question here is really not for me. So this guy is asking, he needs videos to navigate it. I don't know if our videos are up yet. Femi, our videos, are they up yet? They have to do videos. So I think they will be up soon.
Yeah, we'll have some videos.
Oh, okay. So how to navigate there. And he also asked what happens if I've been trading with my personal accounts since I don't live in Nigeria for over 7 years and I don't. Yes, now and that makes it difficult to do CAC and get a company bank account. Okay, so I think in 2026, most of these things have been easy. Registration can basically be done in Assemsha, what's the word now? In your absence, right? So you get somebody who does a CAC, this thing, all basically need maybe an address, right? And they can register. I would not recommend you use your personal account. First of all, like I mentioned when I was talking, the threshold for personal account is actually very low, which is 25 million naira before they will flag you for investigation. And you stand at the risk of, so for a personal account, what you'll be owing is personal income tax. And if you're computing personal income tax, you can't claim expenses, right? Personal income tax does not really give you the opportunity to declare revenue, all of those things. You don't really prepare accounts for personal income tax. So they see that you're doing, first of all, they see that you're doing transactions with your personal income tax. Why are you doing business transactions with your personal income tax if you don't have plans of evading tax, right? That is the story they will tell you. Now, if you are able to talk yourself through that one, they will now be assessing you based off of the personal income tax table, by which might just be 15 to 20% of all your total inflow, because obviously you've exposed yourself to using your personal income tax for business purposes. So I would strongly not recommend it. Right? There's a reason people open corporate accounts so that you can take advantage of this in proper financial auditing, reporting, and all of that, so that you can separate, first of all, yourself from the business and also separate your trading capital from your actual income, right? So using a corporate account is the only way. Okay, what is the cost of using Tradepal AI? I think it has been covered during the CEO's this thing. I think it starts at what's the starting price again, Debbie? For the lowest sub, I think that's at $5, be $15. Okay, I'm not sure if she can hear me, but let's move on. Okay, you can book a demo. Okay, you can import. Okay, I think some of these, I'm not really seeing any task questions. Or are the questions somewhere else? Femi? I think that's the only task questions that we have here. And most of the other things have already been attended to in the chat.
Yeah, I don't think there's another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up, Femi? Are we good now?
Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Oh, okay, okay. So guys, I hope you guys are done asking your questions. Uh, like the trade party team already said, you can book a demo or directly with the team if you need more information about how to, set up your own TradePal account and also manage your tax. Right? Because for now, most merchants who couldn't attend this call, they won't appreciate this call now until 1 year after when the government start taxing everybody. That's when everybody will be, jumping here and there to see how they can learn about the tax. And by that time, it might be too late. So for you who made out time to, attend this call, kudos to you. And I believe you've learned a lot today. This is one of our own ways of like, supporting you guys since we've been having repeated questions from the region regarding tax. So we had to, collaborate with the trade power team to ensure this call delivers everything and answer all your questions. So I want to thank the trade power team for accepting this collaboration and for delivering an excellent presentation. All right, so I think that's all from our side. If there's any other thing to say, please go on before we can end the session. Yeah, Femi, are you talking? I think I'm done.
Hello,
Thank you
can I
very much.
speak?
And I hope that okay, Panda, can I upload CSV file from Git.io and my yeah, of course. Yeah, we still have a little fix to push on that so that you can update your records of even up to 5 years. If you want all your exchange, like different exchanges, you can bring everything, bombard it on Tradepal AI. But make sure you actually are on enterprise because it looks like you do big volumes, right? Panda, how much do you do in a day in volumes? Because since your name says Panda, you know what Panda means?
He will not tell you.
Yeah, it
He
won't
said
tell you
25
that.
million. Yeah, that's not bad. So that means averaging in a month, you are doing close 500 million or stuff. So if that is what you do, then you would need to be on the enterprise because you're a big shark and you need to actually have put in structures in your business. But so far so good. Let's ask for feedback. What is your feedback regarding this session, Hope, and members of your crew from Gate.io? And would you guys recommend Tradepal AI to your friends, even your family members who are doing P2P, O2C? Would you guys recommend them? Please let us know in the chats. Or you can give us this popular saying on Twitch, W Tradepal, W in the chat, W in the chat. So if you feel like this session was impactful, you got value, you can give us W in the chat. Like Kataye for your listeners. Okay? I want to hear from you, Hope.
Yeah, sure. It was an awesome presentation. I really enjoyed the whole session. I think Mena, I've actually bumped on Mena's video on Instagram. I don't know if it's the one
Oh, lovely.
you talked about here. So I'm really happy to have you here. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. I can see your comment, Panda. You don't need to do anything manually. I will show you my WhatsApp then. Please drop the number again, Debbie, so that you can go on WhatsApp and sign up on Tradepal AI. The WhatsApp web is for you to, if you want to now control more of how you want the information to be. But let's say you are doing your evening walk or you are playing golf, you can send a voice record and you can send a screenshot, right? I was sharing you guys like my screen on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is for automation, then the web app is for manual inputs. At the end of the day, whether you use WhatsApp, you use websites, the most important thing is that you have your records. Your records are up to date, and you can reconcile your bank transactions with your crypto transactions in real time. If you need more of this, if you want a demo, you can go to our website I think they've dropped the link already too. But sign up first right now. And I'm counting on you guys to also tell a friend about it. Yeah.
So just to add to what Femi said, to address Panda's question. So right now you're able to connect your exchange to track your activities on there. But a coming soon feature that we are working on is that very soon you would also be able to link your bank. So the longer term plan for Tradepal AI is to build on top of bank rails so that while you're able to connect your exchanges, you can also connect your bank. So for exchanges, it's quite easy because there are already existing APIs that we could connect to on the exchanges. But for the bank rails, that is a feature that's coming because we've gotten this particular feedback a lot from sessions that we've had. Merchants just want to connect. They don't want to have to impute anything. Just connect my bank, connect my wallet, Tradepal, go and figure it out. So that is already in the pipelines for us. But in the meantime, please, feel free to play around the platform, explore, and see all the amazing things that you can do with Tradepal. Thank you. All right, so I guess that brings us, in the absence of no other questions, it brings us to the end of this meeting. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us. This meeting has been recorded, so we will be sharing that so that you can have a second view, a third view. We're also very much open if you want to reach out to the team. My colleague Aleke has dropped a Calendly on the chat. Please reach out to us to book a demo, ask questions if need be. We're also open to ideas. We're open to insights. If you believe that there are more features that you want to see on Tradepal AI as you use the platform, there's a small button somewhere on the app where you can send in feedback. So if you have ideas on optimization that you want to see on the platform, please do reach out to us. We're very much open. But yeah, thank you so much, and do have a lovely evening, everyone.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Femi. Thank you,
very
Mena.
much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and Leke has been really helpful. Well done. And thank you for letting and setting up this session. All right, so we hope to do more collaboration after this one with your team.